December 6th, 1865. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery forever. Or so we had hoped. In 2016, 150 years later, there are more people enslaved than ever before. This is an issue, and this is a crisis. Sexual trafficking is the preying on vulnerability of women and children. It happens worldwide, but it also happens right underneath our noses. This is my call to action, letting everyone know how big of an issue sexual trafficking really is. I've cried myself to sleep plenty of nights, wondering what I can do to help. And this is step one. Bringing awareness to my campus, my family, my friends, everyone around me needs to know. This Super Bowl, I, Paige am taking a stance against sexual trafficking. I'm using the Super Bowl as a platform to talk about sexual trafficking. No longer will it go undiscussed. We need to educate people in order to end the exploitation of innocent men, women, and children. Not only in California where the Super Bowl is coming, but in our own community, in Milwaukee, in our states, in our cities, in the Philippines, it's going to end. This year, the Super Bowl is happening in Santa Clara, California, on February 7th, 2016. The Super Bowl will bring an 80% increase in sexual trafficking to the state of California. The state of California already has 3 huge cities on the FBI's most trafficked list. Before kickoff, more men, women, and children will be sold in transactions for sex than the number of seats in the Levi's Stadium. That's more than 68,000. Now factor in animosity and alcohol and the chaos that the Super Bowl brings, and nobody even bats an eye as to what's happening. While people will be drinking beers in celebration, women and children, whether they be trafficked, 10,000 people will be trafficked this year because of the Super Bowl. 10,000 new people will enter the sex trade and be continuously sold. Think of all the people that attend the Super Bowl. Think of the amount of people that are to be serviced. Sexual trafficking, sex is just another service. Whereas you can sell a drug one time, you can sell a woman multiple times. You can sell a child multiple times. This is a commodity, and women are owned as well as children, and they shouldn't be. At the Super Bowl, women will be kidnapped, and they will be whisked in the back of semi-trailers, never to be seen again. The average age for sex at any Super Bowl, let alone in the United States, sex that is bought, is 13. That girl can't even drive. She's never been to prom, and chances are that she never will do any of those things. Most women that enter the sex trade don't make it more than 7 years. Not making it, meaning that whether they take their life or someone else takes their life is ended. This is tragic, and this is not a statistic. I have met women who have wanted to take their lives because they have been in the sex trade for so long. I have held these women as they cry with an actual, real understanding of what freedom should look like. Nobody should be in bondage. Nobody should be enslaved. And no human should be owned by another human. What I want everyone to understand is that whether you believe it or not, you're enabling the sex industry. Pages like Craigslist and Backpage, most of their profits are off of sex, are off of selling other people for another person's pleasure. Whether you buy porn online, in a hotel, on TV, you are enabling more women to be enslaved, more children to be kidnapped and raped and put in that list. You know what we're forgetting about here? The men. Men are trafficked too. This year, being that California has such a high population of gays, there will be more men trafficked than ever before. She could be your sister. She could be your coworker. She could be your daughter. She could be your classmate. She could be that girl you bumped into in the grocery store. The harsh facts is that 80% of people trafficked are women. And half of those women are under the age of 18. As most of you know, I just went to the Philippines for 3 weeks, working with women in the sex trade. And now that I'm back, I'm refusing to do nothing. I'm refusing to sit around waiting to be activated. I want to see change. I don't want to see another statistic. I don't want to see another, or hear about another beaten woman, another raped child, another vulnerability that's taken advantage of. I want to see victory. And the truth is, God's already won. He's already won wherever the sex trade is. He's won in California, he's won in the Philippines, he's won in Thailand, Cambodia, Milwaukee, Las Vegas. But we have to fight. We have to fight for that victory to be shown. The FBI, Wipe Every Tear, Exodus Cry, the End It movement, Exploit No More, those are just some of the many organizations that have realized how big of an issue this actually is. And as the Super Bowl approaches, I just encourage you to look up the statistics in your city. Google what sex trafficking looks like. Do you know that Milwaukee houses 79% of the cases of sexual trafficking in Wisconsin? The very place where I'm standing, 79% of all sexual trafficking in Wisconsin happens here. Is Carolina versus Denver this Sunday? Take a deep breath and try to see past the TV screen. I love the Super Bowl. I love that it brings my family together. I love the new commercials. And I love what it stands for. But I don't love the negative publicity that it brings and the enslavement that it puts so many people through. I'm not asking you to give money, but you could. I'm not asking you to talk about it, but you should. God is so much bigger than this issue, and this is peanuts in what anybody could do to start taking a stance against it. The sex trade doesn't discriminate. It says come one, come all, and that is a disgusting, horrible thing. I want to encourage you to sign the petition that I've shared on my wall. A petition to increase all the punishments in California for sexual trafficking for those that are caught. It almost doubles the punishment, and it protects homeless children specifically, as well as everyone else at risk of being exploited. This is my call to action. So many of us have voices. That's the only tool you need. You can step out on your campus. You can step out in your job. You can see it in your city. Sexual trafficking is everywhere, and I've only just told you about one event, the Super Bowl. I have friends worldwide who join me in this fight. I have a friend at Texas A&M who's the president for IGM chapter, who's giving a speech about her trip to the Philippines alongside of me. I have a sister at UW-Madison who loves me dearly, but knows that this is not a joke. I have a group of Bible study girls who are behind me praying for the women that I have met in the Philippines. I have a family who's sitting behind me. I have a God that is so for this, and I'm reaching out. This is a call to action to churches, to Cornerstone Church, to Briggsville United Methodist Church in Briggsville, to anyone that doesn't know the deep, dark depths of the sex trade. Advocate, teach yourself, ask me about it. I'll be more than willing to tell you everything and anything that I know. But I'm warning you, it's not a pretty thing to talk about. I'm reaching out. More men, women, and children will be trafficked this year, this 2016 Super Bowl, than the entire student population of Marquette University. More than our entire campus will be enslaved come Sunday. And we're just going to sit around and watch it happen? This Super Bowl Sunday, watch the Super Bowl. But look and search deep down in your heart and see what you can do. I am so for all of you watching this, and I know there's a reason that you've got this far in the video. So thank you, but I'm going to leave you with this. William Wilberforce was a key leader in the ending of the slave trade. And he said, you can choose to look the other way, but never again can you say you did not know. Now you know. I've told you. And I just hope and pray you know what to do with this. Thank you.
I'm PK, and even though sexual trafficking really hits home for me this year, being from California, which is where I live, I trust that Jesus is going to use us as his hands and feet to delve into it and be the ones that see it end in our lifetime. Revival is coming, and I really believe it.
My name's Delaney, and I will use my freedom to fight for those who cannot.
Hi everybody, my name's Kimberly. This is Hadley. I'm a mom of 3 awesome, amazing kids, and I used to think human trafficking was just something that was in the movies or other parts of the world until I found out that it's actually in our country, it's in our state, it's in our city. And to think that these women that this happens to are somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's sister, thinking that somebody's baby is out there being taken advantage of, being made to feel and treated as if they're not even human. It physically pains me. Having a daughter myself, this really hits home. And yeah, you're awesome. Every person is valuable, every person is made in God's image, and nobody deserves to be treated anything less than that.
My name is Tim Flanagan. I believe that sex trafficking is wrong. It's wrong in Milwaukee, it's wrong in Wisconsin, it's wrong in the United States, it's wrong in the world. It has to stop. You can help us all stop trafficking.
Hi, my name is Ina. I'm from Sweden. We have one of the lowest rates of trafficking in the European Union. I'm fighting for the will of everybody.
My name is Parker Lawson, and although I haven't looked sex trafficking in the eyes, I believe that freedom is coming.
I'm Sam Stone, and sex trafficking is one of the biggest problems in the world. And it's unfortunate that so many people have been affected by it. So it's time to take action and step up to start spreading awareness about sex trafficking and the effects it had on people, especially children.
My name is Hannah Sugar, and before this year I thought slavery didn't exist in America. But I was wrong, and my eyes were opened. And I'm here to open all your eyes, that slavery exists, it is real, but we have a God who answers our prayers, and we have so much power in that.
I'm Caroline Coachella, and I'm ready to shine a light on slavery and do away with darkness.
We're the Vasquezes, and it's crazy to think that one of the most watched events in America is also the same place that some of the most unseen injustice happens.
And as a family, we're not okay with that, and we're taking a stand against the sex trade.
Yeah.
I'm Daniel Shapanik, and I'm an accounting major. I guess you can say I like numbers, but one number that I absolutely cannot stand is the number of people affected by human trafficking every single day. It's our job to lower this number, to get rid of this number. One person can make a difference, but together we can put an end to this business of human trafficking. Help us make a stand. Join us to end human trafficking.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Mills, and I believe that awareness of the sex trafficking industry is less a wake-up call to a nightmare than it is a wake-up call to a love story that the Lord has with all of his people.
I'm Mac Wheeler, and a man doesn't buy another person. People aren't property to be bought, to be purchased, to be used, and then just thrown away. Sex trafficking is slavery, and we need to stop it. It's time for men to stand up.
I'm Lucy Capron, and I'm here to tell you that more women in the United States are trafficked during the Super Bowl than any other time of year. It's time to end sex slavery. Let's make football purely about football. As Super Bowl 50 draws near, let's make this the Super Bowl that ends slavery.
My name is Paisley, and I know what trafficking is, and I know that kids should be kept safe.
I'm Marco de Larca, and I know sex trade is not okay. I believe that freedom is for everyone. In the city on the hill, God's people cannot be quiet. It is time to be the difference that He has called us out to be in this world.
Hi, my name is Paige Shirazi, and although I personally have not come face to face with human sex trafficking before, in this very moment there are millions of people who are stuck in this modern day form of slavery. Educating our communities is so important to addressing this issue, so I ask all of you guys to join our movement towards freedom.
For the Marquette men's soccer team, one game we don't play is exploitation. Take a stand.
We take a stand!
I'm Leah, and I refuse to live in ignorance to the sex trafficking industry. I know this evil will come to an end because I believe in a God who is not only good, but greater than this industry will ever be.
Hi, my name is Peyton Lindner, and I'm encouraging you to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Be the change you want to see in this world, and let's put slavery in the past.
My name is Logan Dobratz. I believe in the power of prayer. I'm an athlete. In regards to the sex trade, not on my turf.
I'm Tom Nass, and I'm not okay with sexual violence and sex trafficking, especially during the Super Bowl, the biggest day of sex trafficking in the United States each year. So I'm taking a stand against sex trafficking.
Hi, my name is Lauren Sanders, and I am the president of International Justice Mission here at Texas A&M University, and I stand for freedom. I know that there is nothing more urgent and more important in our lifetimes than ending the exploitation of people who are caught in human trafficking and sexual exploitation. Our generation has to be the one to rise up, to stand above what is going on today in society and say we will not stand for this. We are not okay with what is happening, and we will be the generation to end the exploitation of people.
My name is Paige Lindner, and I am ready, absolutely ready, to see the sex trade end.
By